Yeah, so here's another spiritual sky gazing video. And I downgraded the resolution of the video, of this video compared to my last spiritual video, because the higher grade resolution videos that you use, if you use full HD basically, or I think it's the higher HD, which is FHD or whatever, it takes too long to upload and download videos. But anyway, this is full HD, but it's not the highest basically. But anyway, there's an entity right there, right there, and it's pretty much a physical manifestation of a spirit, a Nephilim spirit. Now, yeah, it's mad at me for taking a picture of it or video recording it, but it wasn't looking like that not even a minute ago. Of course, because the clouds are dissipating or they're spreading up. So you see the two eyes. You see the right eye and the left eye and the mouth, which is closed now, and it don't have a nose. Typical, that's how they look. That's how they look. That's the typical look of the Nephilims. Let me see. Believe it or not, folks, these spiritual manifestations of these entities, these demonic entities, they are physical also. But a lot of times people don't see them because they think that that it's all spiritual. But these things are physical also, and they're all around the earth, mostly in the earth. But that's what they look like. I know that there's more if I look closely. Let me see if I can find some more. There's one right there hiding. And I really don't want to point right now because there's people out and about. I don't want them to think I'm video recording them or anything like that. I'm not doing that. But I am facing towards someone's garage that is open, and I don't want them to think that I'm video recording them. I'm not doing that. But yeah, another video about the physical / spiritual entities. See, they're spiritual, but they're also physical. Physical because you could see them. I mean, if you're up there in the clouds in the sky, you could, well, you can't really touch a cloud. But because you can see them, that means that they're physical and they're terrestrial. But they're spiritual also, because a lot of times what is spiritual can be manifested in the physical. You just got to look for it. But these are chemtrails. And in the video I just made before this, you know, I told you, I explained basically that the chemicals are actually demons. They are demonic entities. Each chemical, which is evil and it harms the human body, it actually represents and attracts demons. And so they manifest themselves within the chemicals that are in the gases or gaseous forms within our atmosphere. Look that up. That's the real word, so I don't care what nobody think. I stuttered a little bit with it, but gases is a word. It is a real word. Gasu or AUS. Gases. I could have just said gas, but I'm just. That's what these chemicals are. They're fumes. They're fumes of gas. They're very harmful for the human body. Yep, yep. So she closed her garage. I guess she think I'm trying to video record. It's not like that. I haven't even zoomed down at your garage, lady. But yeah, the aluminum, the barium, the radon or radium or whatever they call it, and the mercury, aluminum sulfates that they're spraying in the sky, in the atmosphere. We're breathing in this crap, and we're most likely attracting demons because these things manifest themselves through the chemtrails, which the demonic government is involved with these entities. There's another right there. He kind of got his eye closed. Right eye, left eye, mouth, head. There's another entity right there. You can barely see it. There's another entity right there in the sky. Bam. There's another entity right there. Right eye, left eye, mouth. There's not too many on the right side over here. But this is a while ago, not even, well, I'll probably say about 30 minutes ago, when I made that other video about the sky or the entities within the sky, mostly demonic. When I made that video, the sky was mostly blue because the chemtrails were all getting blown into the east. But these came from the west, or the west north. Yeah. And they blew over here because no airplanes were flying. I was out here long enough to see that. I didn't see any. And so these are chemtrails that were blown over from the west north of my particular city, my area. Let me see, so I don't see. And sometimes, and I haven't seen any. I seen one a while ago, but I didn't catch it on. I didn't record it, video record it. But you can see UFOs too in these clouds. But mostly faces, mostly ugly, monstrous, demonic entities. And I know some people be wondering, well, you can never see their body. Why can't you just see their face? You can see the body too, but not in the clouds. You can see all that in other ways, and which I don't really want to get into because now I'm focusing too much on this crap. The thing is, and it's somewhere in scripture, it says that we shouldn't worry or focus too much on the spiritual realm, more specifically the demonic spiritual realm. But I do this stuff to prove to y'all, since I have one of my gifts are the spiritual gift of discernment. I just show y'all this stuff so that y'all can know what type of world we truly live in. It's not what they told us. It's nothing like what they told us. And look at that entity right there. It's like a little pig face. You see the snout right there, the extension of the nose. Then you see the right eye right there, and then the left eye all the way back there. And then right under the nose with the two nostrils right there, you got the mouth. So this is and then there's the two ears right there. See? It's a pig or a swine, spiritual pig face entity. It's an ugly thing. I never was attracted to pigs. I never eat them either. Yeah, that's a pig. But sometimes when you zoom in, you can see faces within faces or faces next to faces. That's when they're in groups, they're unifying, they're hanging out or whatever, looking down on the earth. Now, also, I've seen actual, I've seen actual human faces too, which were angelic, from the Shamayim. But sometimes, or a lot of times, those those faces could be actually demons. They could be kind of masquerading or pretending to be something that they're not. But I've seen them before, and also, believe it or not, and I know, and I caught this. There's another face right there, right there. He's looking on the side though, so you can only see his right side. You see the right eye, the nose with he kind of got his head tilted up, but he looking down on me. And there's the mouth, and there's the wow. See, boy, I be seeing some stuff, and this is nothing compared to what I've been seeing before. Look at that face. Look at that. Look at that face. And he's kind of smile. Look at him smiling at me. What the heck? See the mouth. See the nose. See the eye. Be careful. Stay steady. Look at that. That's a face. That's a black face at that. That is a black face. That's some black. I can't even say African American, but that is some type of human. Well, it looks like the average Negro in America, basically. Look at that. Okay, so now I can see the left eye right there. Bam. Right eye, nose, mouth, chin. I can't see the air. It looked like it has horns, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna. And you could also see the. You could also see the neck. Now I know it's people probably looking at me. I know it's two white guys out here looking at me, but I don't give a damn. I don't care what they think. I'm doing something that ain't most people can't do, that they don't care to do. Wow, look at that. That's a black face. And he kind of smiling, but I don't know if it's angelic or demonic. I really don't. But I mean, he's not really smiling, but he don't look mean either. It's quite a settled face. See, if I would have kept this in the mode of a higher resolution, I could get a clearer picture. But I do clean my lens, so there's no there's no distortion, there's no glare or anything. Let me zoom back in. And a lot of times you can see these entities a lot more clearer when you zoom out, when you don't zoom all the way in. Or really when you zoom like halfway in, so you meet them halfway basically. You can get the best clarity. So now it's dissipating. You can't really see it as much. And there's actually another face coming from the side right there. Coming from the left side. Yep, right there. Let me zoom back in. Ugh. Well, it may not be a face, but it looked like something else right there. Right there. Let me see. What else can we see? And I know people, it may be some people out here looking at me like, man, what bro doing? These are my people. Because they ain't into this. The average black man is not into this. They don't do nerdy, geeky, experimental investigating things like I do. They don't do stuff like this. I'm the one who weird like this. Most black people are not into stuff like this. Let me see. Now there's a few faces, but let me get on the main face right there. You see the two big eyes, the two big bug eyes. It's hiding and that's a demonic one right there. I could tell. Yeah, it's an ugly one. See the two horns on top, kind of going, coming all, kind of like cat ears, kitty cat ears or whatever. You don't see them on the top right there. Bam, that one's kind of you can't really see, but then you got that one, and then you got the air right there on the side. You can't really see the mouth, because it's kind of like peeking over the clouds, the chemtrail clouds, the fake clouds. Let me see. So there's not many more to see, but believe it or not, and this is true, a lot of times when you zoom even closer, you can see even more stuff. It'll be more distorted, but you can see even more stuff. You can see even more faces. There is a face right there. He got his eyes closed though. Now that one right there, see the left eye, the right eye, the mouth. That's a Nephilim too. But that one look like that little green alien that be on Star Wars. I forgot what they call it. Look at it, got his eyes closed. You don't see it? See the little nose and the little mouth, the little nose right there and the little mouth, and then you got the left eye and then the the right eye, and then the ears right there. There's another face right there, a big face too. You see it's an ugly one. Mouth, nose, eyes. Now I'm not saying he's ugly, but you know that looks more like a human. But he's not making. He has a sad face basically. That's another black man right there, a black spiritual entity right there. You don't see that? Wow, look at that. Look, got his mouth partially open. Look like it's smoking something, blowing something out his mouth. You don't see that? Blowing some smoke out his mouth right there. See, what else can I see? See, he's still up there. Look, you can see him a little bit more better. He got his eyes more open. It's an ugly little thing. Now that's definitely a demonic spirit. Normally, yeah, that's definitely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not much going on here. Well, it actually is. I'm more interested in the black faces, the Negro faces, basically. So going towards the west, the sun is pretty much. Well, no, it's still up there. Yep, it's still up there, but it's gonna be setting. It's gonna be going towards the west soon. But yeah, also a few years ago, I think it was in 2000. What's this? 2020. It was in like 2018, the summer of 2018. I actually saw what I perceived to be. Well, I know it was the Most High. It was his face. He was looking down at me, and he was looking very disappointed and very mad at me. He had a very disappointing yet mad look at my face. He on his face. It was more so like the expression he had on his face was more so like a look of, like, look, basically like disgust. Like he was mad at me, but he didn't like what I was doing at the time, or what I would be involved in soon after that day. Because back in 2018, I wasn't into bad stuff, but I really wasn't doing what I needed to do. I really wasn't doing nothing good with my life. And so I saw what I perceived to be the Most High face. And that ain't the first time. I hope to make a video about that soon, to show people what the real image of the Most High look like. And also his son Yahusha. Because they are one and the same. They do look the same. Say in scripture, Yahusha said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. They are one and the same. Yahuwah, who is in the Shamayim, the creator of all, the Almighty, who most people call God, Allah, Buddha, Shiva, Yahweh, Yahweh. All these false names. He is the physical Yahusha is the physical manifestation of the Most High Creator. That's him in the physical form. There's another chemtrail. And so I hope to make a video about what he really actually looked like. Of course, we all know that he wasn't Caucasian. And we're talking about Yahusha, who most people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. He was not a so-called white boy, white man, Caucasian, nor was he Middle Eastern. He wasn't Arab or Arabian. That's a lie too. Skin of bronze, as if it was burnt in a furnace. Hair like wool. It's only one race on the planet who has tough, woolly, kinky, hard to comb, hard to brush hair. It will be us, so-called Negroes, African Americans, mud people, whatever they have called us and whatever they continue to call us to this day. The Most High Creator of all things, seen and unseen, small and large, young and old, minuscule or great, is a so-called Negro. And we really can't even call him that, but I'm just trying to give y'all a description or depiction verbally of what he looks like, and what he looks like also in the physical form, who most people call Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. That is bullshit. Jesus Christ is bullshit. That's not his name, and that's not his image. I could sing, y'all. I'm just playing right now. I could sing really good. Hopefully, I don't know, I may make some videos about that too soon. If any of y'all want to hear how I sing, hey, y'all could request that. But I'm waiting for my followers to get a lot more bigger. I ain't just trying to put videos out and I ain't got nobody subscribing, hitting the notification, the bell, you know, and stuff like that. You know, I don't want people just snooping on my videos. Nobody who's devoted into watching me or nothing like that. If y'all can't show devotion, then I'm not making the more intricate videos, because I don't feel like, it's not that I don't feel like it. It's, I don't think it's worth it if y'all ain't trying to. But yeah, I can do many things. Most High has blessed me with many talents. This spiritual discernment, this gift, I ain't gonna say it ain't nothing, but it's great in itself. But I have other gifts too, all thanks to Yahuwah, that I hope that he allowed me to show y'all so that he can get glory from that. I don't really care to be famous or rich or anything, but it's inevitable to get fame. You'll definitely get that if you put yourself out there and you devote yourself to doing what you're passionate about. People are gonna be attracted to you and gravitate toward you. There's too many people on the planet. Somebody's gonna like what you're doing or what I'm doing, whatever. But to get rich, that's something else. I don't care really to get. I'm rich spiritually and mentally. I got a lot of ideas, but I don't know. Maybe the Most High will allow me to get something going. I mean, if He do, then I definitely want to help my people. I want to help my people. I don't want to just make a lot of money and just blow it on materialistic, vague things of this earth. I mean, I want to have more things, but I want to help my people first and foremost. Damn, why ain't it? Let me zoom out. Why is it so fuzzy? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it needed to focus. Oh, look at them beautiful birds. I love birds. Okay, well, there's not much more going on. Again, like I said in the other video, uh, if you zoom in or if you look long enough, and if these chemtrails spread out, you could see more. You could see more faces, all type of stuff you could see. So pretty much anybody can have the gift of spiritual discernment. Y'all just got to know what to look for. That's it, really. And it really got to do with your what they call the third eye. It got to do with that too, because you can't really. I won't say you can't see these things without your spiritual eye, but you won't be inspired to see these things if your third eye, aka your pineal gland, is calcified. Eating all these GMO foods, all these chemicals and all that stuff, you're not going to even have the willpower nor devotion to look for these things. You gotta, it pretty much, health is wealth. And so if you people, and I ain't talking about money or nothing really when I say wealth, I mean prosperity. I mean, wanting to actually do something with yourself, having more focus. You can't have focus and devotion and all of that stuff. Heck, you can't even, you won't even be inspired to have any great ideas or to come up with any great ideas, nor, have the will to actually make those goals and aspirations and endeavors, a reality. If you're eating bad, you are what you eat. And so health is wealth. You must eat right. Everything pretty much revolves around eating right. I mean, on the physical, on the three-dimensional physical level. The spiritual level, everything revolves around the Most High Creator. But on this earth, y'all need to put eating right. That's the main thing. If you ain't eating right, the rest of your life gonna be pretty much messed up, because all you doing, you just setting yourself up to mess up your focus and your productivity and your prosperity, not just in the present time, but in the future. You're not gonna be too inspired to do anything great with your life, because you're gonna have all these illnesses of your body and all of that stuff, and you're definitely not gonna want to look for spiritual stuff, because you can't even get your physical body in order. Seriously. And I know I'm kind of jumping off topic here when I was talking about the spiritual entities in the sky through the chemtrails, but I just thought I'd bring that up because a lot of our people, black people in particular, they don't look up at the sky. They too, man. I could say a lot about my people. I really could. Mostly negative because we're in sin right now, but it's a lot of good things about black people. It really is. I mean, I really, I would, I wouldn't want to discuss any other race really, and that's not racist. It's just, if I'm going to talk about any race of people. I would prefer to talk about black people because it's so much, it's an endless amount of things to talk about. And like I say, mostly good stuff. But right now, since a lot of us are in sin in such a corrupt, evil world where everything is, we're in the land of our captivity with all these, genetically modified food, of course, the chemtrails, uh, the fluoride and lead in the water. Boy, the manipulation and dictation through the media, through all forms of the media, whether it's television, radio, and also the newspapers where they're telling us lies through the news and all of that stuff to ultimately fully control us and destroy us. Y'all need to look more into this stuff. Um, but first, here on this planet, y'all definitely y'all need to eat right. But since a lot of y'all health is ruined, y'all need to detox first. And there's many forms of detoxification, but the one I'm talking about is through fasting. Y'all need to fast and get uh all these chemicals out of your body. And also these metallic nanoparticles that they're spraying through the chemtrails, especially. That's the main thing. I mean, they don't really got that in the food. They got other chemicals in the food, but these metallic nanoparticles, this stuff, oh my gosh, it's the worst. You do not want this stuff in your body, especially your bloodstream, because it ruins your cells, um, your blood cells, and when this 5G is up, it's over with for a lot of our people. A lot of people in particular, but mostly our people. Because we just don't care to eat right. And we breathing in all this crap in the sky. And a lot of people are concerned about the coronavirus. Man, y'all got the mask on your face and all that stuff. Well, why wouldn't you put your mask on your face to cover these chemtrails? You'll put the mask on your face for something that ain't even fully verified. I mean, I know y'all see the crap on television. Oh, all this going on, woo, woo, woo. But we don't know what them people are dying from. They ain't dying from no coronavirus, that's for sure. These people already got underlying illnesses, heart disease, diabetes, stuff like that.